Hey guys, welcome back to Temporarily Cozy. Today I'll be showing you how I restored a vintage dresser that I purchased off of Facebook Marketplace. So here is the dresser in its original form. I purchased it for $80 off of Facebook Marketplace, and let me tell you, this is an extremely heavy piece. It is solid wood. It is 56 inches in length, 21 inches in width, and 34 inches in height. There are some deep groove scratches here that you can see. A lot of the original paint has worn away and is chipping, and it also has its original hardware. So I had a time really just flipping this piece from top to bottom, start to finish, and I want to show you guys all of the steps that I took. I am no professional at this. This was my first time doing a furniture flip. So I'm excited to share the steps that I took, and hopefully if you are interested in flipping furniture, this will be helpful for you. I will certainly list everything that I used to complete this project in the description box below. But in the meantime, I would love for you to hit the like button. I would love for you to subscribe and share and comment as well. So stay tuned. So first, I started off by cleaning the dresser out. I went through about 4 times and I used regular hot water, and I used water mixed with an all-purpose cleaning solution. I used Simple Green. You can use whatever you like, but it was really dirty from just sitting for so long. It had dust in it and had a whole bunch of like spider webs and whatnot. So it's important to clean your piece so that you have a good surface to start with. I also used furniture dollies. As you can see, it's propped up here. I used they were 3-wheel heavy-duty dollies that I got off of Amazon, and these were really helpful in helping me rotate the piece. Here I am wiping down the surfaces of the dresser. I've already done the inside at this point, and I'm just going back over the exterior of the dresser drawers. I did take off the hardware. I didn't record that step, but as you can see, all of the handles are off of the drawers. And I'm just going through making sure that it's nice and clean for me to begin sanding. So I know you guys are probably wondering what is going on in the background. Maybe you are not, but because I did this inside, I wanted to make sure that there was no damage done to the room that I was doing the work in. So I prepped it with plastic all over. I put paper down on the floor, and to be honest, my room was spotless afterwards. Cleanup was super easy, and I didn't damage anything inside the room in terms of the walls or the floor. So it worked for me. If you decide to do this inside, I would suggest that you prep your space to avoid any like flying of paint or splatters or anything of that sort. So after wiping the dresser down, I went on to sand. Sanding is an important part of the process because it helps to really set the surface for your primer. I am protecting myself by using gloves. I have the DexFit Premium Nylon work gloves. I'm also wearing a paint respirator mask that comes with filters, reusable and replaceable filters. It helps protect against dust, vapors, gas, etc. And I purchased this off of Amazon. Now to get my sanding done, I am using the Black & Decker Orbital Sander 5-inch, and it comes with a sandpaper sheet, one sandpaper sheet, and a dust bag. I actually ended up purchasing additional sanding discs that had a range of grits from 40 to 1000, and it came with like 110 pieces if I'm not mistaken, and it was about $15 for those pieces. So I would suggest if you do use this orbital sander or decide to purchase it off Amazon that you buy additional sanding discs because you will not be able to get this done with just one piece of sandpaper. I also attached a sock onto my dust bag because the dust was still flying everywhere. So the sock kind of helped contain it. While it didn't keep it all into that little bag, it helped a lot. And you will also need a dry vacuum to assist in cleanup because this is a really messy step. Dust flies everywhere, and my dry vac definitely came in handy when it was time for me to clean up. One step that I failed to record was me actually filling in the holes and filling in those deep grooves that were on the top surface of the dresser. So I actually purchased a hardware for the front drawers that only required one hole, and the original hardware had two hole spaces. So I filled in those holes as you can see here, just one of them on each side, and the grooves on the top of the dresser as you can see here. So to prime the piece, I used 2 cans of the Rust-Oleum Spray Painter's Touch 2x Ultra Cover in the color Flat Gray. I actually only had 1 can to start with, but I ran out and had to go out the next day and get another can to finish priming. And this actually had really great coverage, and I was super impressed with the foundation that I had to start painting on. So I did about, I want to say maybe like 1 coat all over. You might see here that I hit some spots more than once, but I did the feet of the dresser. I did, here I am, yep, running out, but went out, got another can, finished it up, and yeah, it turned out really nice. Now onto paint. I used 1 quart of Bear's Premium Chalk Paint in the color Cracked Pepper, and it allowed me, this 1 can allowed me to do 2 coats on the dresser. I purchased this from Home Depot, and I want to say it was about $20 or so for this 1 can. I had really good coverage and an easy application. I don't know if I would attribute the application. I actually am going to attribute it to the foam paint roller that I'm using here. It was a kit that I found on Amazon, and I actually read somewhere that whenever you're using chalk paint that you should use a foam paint roller instead of like a regular paint roller. In addition to me priming the piece, I think those 2 things really helped me get good coverage. So after the first coat dried, I went in and did a light sand. I read somewhere and also saw on several YouTube channels that you should sand just so that your next coat goes on evenly. And here I am using 600 grit, which is a finer grit sandpaper, and the orbital sander. I didn't show this step, but I did do that. And this is me applying the second coat the next day. And again, it really went on well. So I am happy with this foam roller, and I would highly recommend. So at this point, I have 2 coats and I'm ready to do my polyurethane finish. I'm using Minwax Fast Drying Polyurethane in the warm satin. It is an oil-based, premium oil-based polyurethane that really helped give it that nice shine finish. Just an FYI that you should make sure you have a lot of circulation if you are doing this indoors and there's air moving through your room, because this is really strong and it can cause some damage if you don't have circulation. So here I am wearing a mask, but I just wanted to note that because it is really important. This really gave the piece that nice professional look that I was going for, and I'm excited for you guys to see. Here the drawers are all dry after applying the polyurethane, and it has a beautiful shine that really elevated the piece. So I'm happy with how it turned out. Okay, so now I'm putting the finishing touches on this. I decided to line the drawers with a glossy marble paper, like a contact paper, in a granite gray. And I bought a smoothing toolkit that helps apply the peel and stick contact paper. So yeah, it was helpful in helping me just really get a smooth lay. And it came with this tape measure as well. And it came with a razor blade, and yeah. Here is my hardware that I decided to use. So my knobs, I purchased them from Amazon as well. They were gold pulls, and they really elevated the piece. I think they were a nice touch that really added a nice shine. So here I am applying the contact paper on the inside of the drawer using the smoothing tool and the razor that came with the kit, and it just really helped me cut it to precision and line each of the drawers easily. So this didn't take long. Just trying to line up everything was a little bit of a task, but it didn't take long. Here I am putting on the gold pulls. This pack I actually got, and it was a pack of 20, and yeah, it really elevated the piece. So here you see the contact paper and the pulls, and here's the final look. I absolutely love it. I actually put this into one of the rooms for my rental, which I will show you guys at a later date, but it turned out beautiful. You see the sun hitting it, like beautiful. I just am extremely pleased with how it turned out. I think I did a great job for this being my first furniture flip. There are some things that I probably would do different next go around, but not too many. I think I did good for just, watching YouTube videos, reading blogs, and just really trying to get an understanding of how to flip a piece of vintage furniture. So please like, comment, and share, and most importantly, subscribe. I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.